the same path. Imagine if I hang around with, let's say, people that smoke, they drink, they go clubbing. What do you think I'm attracted? The same thing, because when we meet, we are either talking about drinking, we are either talking about drugs, we are either talking about clubbing. But when you have people who they have a purpose in life, they are going somewhere, they want to achieve something in life, and you attach yourself to please. Don't you know you also have the same thing? So the next time you meet, you will be talking about the same things. And believe me, when you have 2 or 3 people in your team, it could be your wife, it could be your son, it could be your daughter, at least have one person to merge your mind with. And believe me, you can live the planet. Just one person. If the person is not around, don't give up. Just push on. Definitely that person will come in your life. Okay? That person, so you have to be magnetic to attract things, good things in your life. And my mentor said, wealthy people, they have this wealth attraction about them. Okay? They always seem to attract wealth. That's why they'll say the rich are always getting richer. Okay? Don't get me wrong, the news, all these channels, the news, BBC, ITV, is owned by people that want to keep us ignorant. Okay? And most of the time, they will be bashing the richest people on the planet. They are greedy. We want to tax them. We want to get from the rich and give to the poor. Okay? It's all a smoke screen. Okay? The richest people on the planet, they give. They pay their taxes. All these things that these people are referring to, they are CEOs of companies. Like, for example, the bank that went bankrupt, what was the name? RSB. How much did they pay that guy? How much? Millions. And the bank went down. So those are the people that when all these prime ministers, they come on TV, they say, okay, we want to be taxing the rich. They are referring to those guys. Okay, but as human beings, when they say we are taxing the rich, we think that the entrepreneurs, the Richard Bransons, the big guys that they want to tax. Believe me, they are paying their taxes, they are doing their due diligence, they are providing jobs for millions of people in the country. It's all these CEOs where they go to university, they get a degree because they know somebody in the up there, they put them in the highest position, and then whatever happens, they will still give them money. Why would somebody run a bank down and the person makes money? It doesn't make sense, does it? No. So the world is not fair, but we have to shift all this. I've stopped listening to the news because it doesn't help me. We shift all these things aside and focus on what is good for us. Because at the end of the day, when all these politicians, they come on TV to advise us to vote for them. Okay? At the end of the day, when I vote for a party, would they send me a monthly check to pay my bill? No. So why do we love politics when they come? Yes, this guy is good. Please, all these things, put it aside. Get your life in order first. And all these things will come second. Okay? I'm not trying to say it's bad, but at least we have to place priorities of the important things in life first before we bring all these things later on. So my mentor said to me, to attract wealth, you have to have abundance consciousness. Okay, and abundance consciousness means you have to have a conscience that you can have more. Because like I said, there are trillions of money on this planet. The only thing missing is the bridge. Okay, it's the know-how, it's the strategy to link to that money. Okay, and he also said you have to have a high self-esteem about yourself. Okay, I was very, very shy when I was growing up back home. I used to, when we have visitors in the house, I would go around the house, jump through the window, and then off I go. When I'm coming, I will also do the same thing and come in. I had a low self-esteem, but believe me, it's something you can build. It doesn't mean you have to be jumpy. No, it's something gradually you'll build it. Okay, so have a high self-esteem about yourself, and whatever you have, think positive about the things. Even the negative thing that happens in your life, turn it into a positive thing. It helps. Okay, and they have empowering beliefs. Okay, They also have great money habits. They have great money habits. They don't overspend. If I can't afford, I'll wait. I'll wait for sales. I buy all my things during sales time. Why should I go and buy £100 of suit when they do sales, they give me 50% off? I'll gladly wait for the sale and go and buy. It doesn't hurt. That's what the richest people, all these wealthy people, they have in common. Okay? And they spend less than they earn. Okay? Most people will spend more than what comes in. It's a big mistake. Spend less than you earn and invest the difference. And they also delay gratification. Okay, instant gratification. They are not looking to make things quick. They take it slowly, a slow but sure approach. It's like the tortoise and the hare. You know, the hare will go past the tortoise quickly, but eventually the tortoise will get there in its own time. We are not competing. We are not looking up to somebody because they've achieved more. We have to compete with them. No. Okay? And very disciplined. Okay? Very disciplined. When it comes to their time management, very disciplined. You tell them 9 o'clock, before 9 they are there. You tell them, read this book in a month, get online with me or call me. We have discussion about this book. They will do it. They will back you. Okay? Very disciplined when it comes to when it comes to their lives. They have courage, they have boldness, okay? Whatever they are doing, they are courageous, they are bold to at least give it a try. And they have achievers peer group, like I was saying, the people you hang around with is what you become. Yeah? And compelling goals, okay? They have goals they would like to achieve. Okay? You have to have a goal. You have to have a small journal, a book. It shouldn't be a big book, just a small book you carry around every single day or anywhere you go. And write your goals down, goals you would like to achieve in 5 years, 10 years, 15 years. Because by the time we are 15 years or 20 years on this life, if by God's will we are still alive, don't you think the 20 years will come and meet us? Yes, the 20 years, the 10 years, the 15 years, even the 50 years will come and meet us. There's this guy, one of my mentors, he said, when he's planning for his future, he plans in the years, 70 years ahead. So instead of planning for 5 years, he plans 70 years. Why? Because he's thinking of his next generations behind him. But the average person, when you tell him, look, why don't you plan for 70 years? Say, you must be joking. Why should I plan for 70 years? But what if by 70 years time you're still alive? Yeah? So you have to have a plan. Okay? And even the Bible says a good man leaves inheritance for his children. Okay? So it's very the Bible teaches us so many things that we can use. And like I said, excellent time management. They are grateful and happy. Okay? Be grateful that you have a job. Yes. Be grateful that you wake up in the morning. Be grateful that you can eat. Be grateful that you have a place to live. Be grateful, even if you are sleeping on somebody else's kitchen. Be grateful that you have a roof over your head. Even if you ride a bicycle, you don't have a car. Be grateful you have something. If you walk and you don't have a bicycle, you don't have a car. Be grateful you have legs. Be grateful for the little things, and God will give you the greater things. And they're highly motivated, okay? They show motivation, very highly motivated. They don't need an external force to motivate them. They will motivate themselves when they are down. And they are action and solution oriented. Okay, whatever they're doing, they will do it themselves. They are not waiting for somebody to come and tell them to do. Okay, they do things on their own. And one thing I like as well, he said tithing and charity. Okay, very important. Even now you have to be tithing. It's very important. The amount of damages that this little thing will do for you, believe me. So the amount of extraordinary things tithing and charity will do in your life, believe me. Until you try it, okay, until you try it, I can't explain it to you until you try it and feel the benefits, okay? And don't get me wrong, give your tithes in church if you you go to church. If you have a charity, give them some money every month, if you can afford to. Okay? But please, it's very, very important. And wealth repulsion, he said, most poor people, they repel wealth. Okay? And these are some of their beliefs. They have a lack consciousness. Their mindset is all about lack. I don't have this, I don't have this, I can't do this. It's lack. Anything they do in life is about the lack of things. And they have poor self-esteem. Limiting beliefs, bad money habits, okay? They make £1,000 a month and they will spend £2,000 a month, okay? And they spend more than they earn. Instant gratification, keeping up with the Joneses, okay? My friend is driving the latest BMW. I'll go and buy one on high purchase. No. Okay. No discipline. They have fear and they procrastinate. They say procrastination is a thief of time. Okay. If you can do it today, do it now. Don't wait, because you never know. Okay. And poor peer groups. So people around them, they have all the poor mentality. They hang out with poor peer group. And they have no compelling goals at all. They watch TV, and time wasting. Okay, I call them dead enders. People who watch East Enders, dead enders. They know all the characters from A to Z, East Enders, reflecting channels. Please don't get me, East Enders is fine. But if you haven't done something important in your life, put it aside. Do the most important thing first and enjoy all these things second, okay? And ungrateful, they are unhappy, they have issue. My friend is wearing the latest Armani shoe, I have to get one. My legs is not, I'm not walking barefoot, am I? So it doesn't matter, and designer thing doesn't matter. They put this, a mark here, the same shirt, this shirt, let's say I bought it for £20. The same shirt, they put a nice mark here, and they sell it for £120. Okay, they're selling their brand. It's not the same shirt. Okay, so please, if you can't afford it, don't stress yourself. Designer things doesn't make us. Okay, it's not taking us anywhere. Just cut according to your code and invest the rest. The most important thing is invest in what you have left. They have no motivation and problem-oriented, and they hoard all their money. They think people are coming after their money, so they hoard all their money. There was this true story. This guy, he said they went to a house and they were plastering because the man had died. And whilst they were plastering, they pulled the walls. And imagine the amount of money this guy has hoarded behind the walls. And he died wretched, he died poor. In this country, true story, he died wretched and poor. Okay, thinking if he can hoard all this money, his life will be saved. But he died and the money was given back to charity. Okay, so please don't hoard your money. Give some to charity, even if you have somebody you are looking after back home. These things are all forms of charity. Yeah? Okay. And the real reason why people fail is what stops us most of the time is fear. Okay. We say we are not good enough to be successful. It's on page 10. And you don't have to tell yourself that lie. It's a lie. Okay. If you tell yourself that you can't do anything, it's a lie. You are telling yourself a lie because you don't know what and how powerful you are. And the truth is you can, but you don't because obviously you are scared. The only thing to overcome fear is love. Yeah, it's love. Believe me. If, for example, you have a daughter, a son, a mother, a father, a grandparent that you love, and you see that they are struggling in life, you love them. Don't you think it will compel you to do something, to achieve more, so you can also lift them up? So it's love, okay? So have love for somebody. If you are going to do something, just picture in your mind that I love my daughter, I love my son, I love anybody that you love. And then use that person as a point of contact. So if you are afraid, at least that will reinforce, it will remind you that you are doing something for somebody you love. And they also say I'll be isolated if I'm successful, okay? They fear that their family members, their friends will ignore them because they are successful. And believe me, it happens most of the time. when you're in a family and you start becoming the success within the family, there are jealousy around. Believe me, we are human beings. Okay, we can't do anything with that. But we have. It doesn't mean we have to accept that and let that put us in our corner where we don't want to achieve more. Forget about all these things. Become successful first and help your family also be at the level you are at. Because when you are within a family and every member of the family is on the same level, jealousy tends to go away. But when you are the king of the family and you don't want to help people, believe me, then jealousy will start creeping in. We don't want to be that. We are intelligent people. We fear God. And they say, I'm afraid, what if I fail? What if I fail and what if I succeed? Okay, so all these things, put them aside. And they also say, what if the stock market crashes? What's the point? Okay, they're always thinking about the negative things that could happen. Okay, they will say, what if the stock market crashes? I know the stock market has crashed, but do you know a strategy where you can protect your money, you can insure your money? If you know, then you don't care about whether the stock market crashes or not, because your capital is protected. If you don't know all these things, that's where if the stock market crashes, then you lose all your capital. Okay? And belief system of people who succeed in this business, they have a burning desire to succeed. Okay? When they start this journey to financial freedom, they have that desire within them to succeed. Okay? There's nothing that can stop them, nothing at all. And they have the skill, they know that the skills, any skills within the stock market is learnable. They are willing to learn, they are willing to be coached, they are willing to be mentored. Okay? So the belief system is different from somebody who's got a negative belief system. And they also, they create life and they know everything is possible. Everything in life is possible. Okay? You have to have that belief that everything, anything that you can set your mind upon is possible for you. Yeah? And jobs are good, but having a job is a waste of time because it's a waste of time because it puts you in a corner where you become content, you become comfortable. Okay? So the most important thing you can do when you have a job is become uncomfortable in the workplace. When you become weird, make yourself uncomfortable. It doesn't mean you are not performing to a certain level. Do your job, exceed above the expectation of the company, but make yourself uncomfortable. Because if you are uncomfortable in that workplace, you'll find ways of breaking free. Yeah? And they also have, they say the only failure is not to try. Okay, so if they don't try, they know they are not succeeding, but they will try anything, okay, that you show to them. And they also have making money, they say making money is easy, they are money magnets, okay. We are still on page 10, belief systems of people who succeed. And they have an abundance of opportunity, okay. So like I said, the mindset, they have abundance of opportunities, and they have the mindset of money, wealth. You see, when it comes to money within the church, it becomes a subject where we don't want to venture into within the church, but it's something that we have to be wise enough to educate people within the church when it comes to money. Because without money, like I said, we wouldn't be here. This building would not be here. The church would not be here. But money becomes an issue within the church because most of us as Christians, the way we brought up is money is the root of all evil. Okay? It could be if you are doing evil things with the money, but what if money is the root of all good? Yeah, money is the root of all good. So the Bible, you can interpret it in both ways. You can take it negative as you want.
The Bible actually says the love of money.
Oh, thank you. The love. The love of money. Okay. So you can take the Bible in two ways, whether negative or positive. But as Christians, we have to always go for the positive things in the Bible. Okay. And There are millions of people out there who need what I know and what I have. Okay, still we are on the abundance consciousness. I can help people achieve their life's goals. Okay, I can help people achieve their life goals. And knowledge and learning is a great leverage. The great thing is what you don't know will do what? Kill you. Yes. If you are knowledgeable enough, it will give you a leverage. The difference between Warren Buffett, who knows Warren Buffett? He's the richest investor in the world, and I think he's the third richest on the planet. The difference between him and the average person is he's got a knowledge within the stock market. He's been investing since 1965, and when he started his company, Berkshire Hathaway it was trading at $19 per share. Okay, so the 1965s. $19 per share. Guess how much it trades today? Any figure?
Thousands of thousands.
Yeah, it's a good try. Thousands in what? Hundreds, 50s. Millions. Okay, not bad. $154,000 for one share. For one share. So, for example, Coca-Cola trades. Coca-Cola I think is about $40 per share at the moment to get one share from Coca-Cola. If you want to get one share in Warren Buffett's company, you pay $154,000, which is about £120,000 for just one share. Why? Because it's been investing since 1965 and it's been compounded. And the secret of this strategy is compounding. And compounding only works through time. The stock market, the people who make money in the stock market, they have this discipline. They are patient and very, very disciplined. You are not rushing to make millions of pounds. No, be patient. The tortoise, slow but sure. You'll get there. Just have the plan and follow the plan. Stick with it. Don't be like a person who will see the golden object. They'll jump here. Another product comes. They'll jump here. Another product. We've all been doing some of these things. I'll see one business opportunity. I used to go there. It doesn't work. I quit. I see another one. I go there. It doesn't work. I quit. But please be focused on one strategy. Once you have a plan for it, please believe me, until you can move mountains. Okay, and the more value I deliver, the more money I make, and I'm willing to take a risk. Okay. Okay, on page 11, empowering beliefs about money. Okay. Money and abundance seem to be a critical concern in today's world. Who agree? Yeah, it's a very, very, very critical concern when it comes to money. Because most people, they are losing their jobs. When you listen to the news, you realize that the world is going in circles. Okay? It shouldn't be, because, like I said, there are a lot of money out there. With the economic downfalls and financial crisis, it's no wonder that people have this lack mentality. Okay? And it's important to have this empowering belief about money. Okay, so what I'm going to ask everybody in this room to do is to repeat these beliefs after me. And also, when you go home, this book is yours to keep. Please, on page 11, if you can mark there, at least every single day, repeat this to yourself. Because the more you repeat, the more the mind accepts, the more you become comfortable with it. Okay, so here we go. Number one, money flows easily and effortlessly to me because I'm providing service that people need. Could you repeat that?
Money flows easily and effortlessly to me because I'm providing services to people.
Excellent. I will always have more than enough money to meet my needs.
I will always have more than enough money to meet my needs.
I release my fears and doubts about money.
I release my fears and doubts about money.
I'm worthy of receiving abundance.
I am worthy of receiving abundance.
I can feel my abundance growing daily.
I can feel my abundance growing daily.
I attract only lucrative, beneficial, and enjoyable circumstances.
I attract only lucrative, beneficial, and enjoyable circumstances.
Money always comes to me with perfect timing.
Money always comes to me with perfect timing.
I'm open to abundance.
I am open to abundance.
I'm saving more money every day.
I am saving more money every day.
Today is going to be a joyful, abundant day.
Today is going to be a joyful, abundant day.
I deserve to be prosperous.
I deserve to be prosperous.
Financial resources are lining up for me now.
Financial resources are lining up for me now.
I love spending money on things that create joy.
I love spending money on things that create joy.
My self-worth and net worth are building every day.
My self-worth and net worth are building every day.
I learn from my challenges.
I learn from my challenges.
I choose to feel good about money now.
I choose to feel good about money now.
I'm succeeding.
I'm succeeding.
I appreciate all that I have.
I appreciate all that I have.
I'm a special, unique person with much to offer the world.
I am a special, unique person with much to offer the world.
I love money and magnetically joy to me.
I love money and magnetically joy to me.
I accept good things into my life with gratitude.
I accept good things into my life with gratitude.
Attracting money is fun if I relax and allow it.
Attracting money is fun if I relax and allow it.
I let go of all my limited thoughts now.
I let go of all my limiting thoughts now.
My energy is focused and directed to my goals.
My energy is focused and directed to my goals.
My choices and possibilities are expanding every day.
My choices and possibilities are expanding every day.
I'm comfortable having large sums of money.
I am comfortable having large sums of money.
Yes! Please, this keep page 11. Please, every single morning. It's best to practice this in the morning. Please, go through it for the next 30 days of your life. And you see miracles happening in your life. Amen. Please, yeah? Okay, the key element here is to feel good about money. Okay? Are you welcoming it or pushing it away? Okay, if you don't feel good about money, you are pushing money away. But if you're feeling good about money, believe me, money will flow easily into your life. Okay, you'll be getting checks in the mail. Somebody will see you down the street. You look good, 50 pounds. Yes. Okay, so feel good about money, and you practice visualization. Okay, most of the times when I'm lying on the couch or I'm doing something very quiet, I'll close my eye and I'm thinking with my mind what I want to be in the future. Okay, you have to see your mind's eye before it comes out. Okay, very, very important. Just close your mind, have a quiet room, sit down 30, an hour, just visualize. You can visualize it. You see what you can't physically see, or what you can't physically be there in the moments, in the time's moment. Your mind can travel with them, isn't it? At the moment, my mind can travel to heaven, isn't it? Yes, my mind can travel to Scotland. My mind can travel to US. My mind can travel to anywhere I wish. So it's up to you where you want your mind to travel. And once your mind is there, believe me, the body will follow.
Yeah.
Yes, that's how we are programmed. You see, God said we are made in His image. And in the Bible, He even says we are gods. And do you know how powerful that word is?